Can I start a farm with nothing? Yes. Can I make a living off farming? Yes. Can I buy land with my farm? Yes. Can I do all three at the same time? Probably not. Here's the timeline and here's the numbers. If you were to save $500 a month from your town job and invest it in active farm assets, between years 13 and 17, you'll have a active net worth of $600,000 to $700,000. That's about enough with a 10% return to make a living farming if you're thrifty. If you have good markets and good stewardship, you'll still be able to add to the assets. If you at the same time are paying for a condo in town, a house in town, or a little farmstead, 5 acres with a mobile home and a set of corrals, or a hay shed, at year 13 to 17, that should almost be paid for. And that will have appreciated. And now you have something that, you know, after 20 years, you can parlay that into a bigger piece of ground. What do we call this? We call this the hard way. And for the 90% of us that aren't generational and that are averse to stress, right? There are guys that start farming, they go borrow a shitload of money and they have employees and they love it and they excel. That's 1%. Most of us, if you have any kind of depression, any kind of little problems mentally, a lot of employees and a lot of stress is a recipe for disaster. So as we look to Mental Health Month, right? We all look at the heroes. You know, the guy that come from Portugal 40 years ago and now he's milking 70,000 cows. He's our hero. That takes such a special person. It's easy to say, I wish I'd be a golfer if I was like Tiger Woods, but we're not. Most of us are hackers. And when it comes to farming, most of us are hackers. What do? We've got to put our time in. 13 to 17 years is not forever. That is not a prison sentence. So there you go. I mean, you could start at 40 and at 53, 54 years old, you could go farming full time. And if you have the diligence and the stewardship to buy like I said, a little house or condo in town, or a small, simple little 5-10 acre farmstead, you can parlay that and you can farm full time, and you can also have enough money where you're not a burden to your children and you're not a burden to society.